Okay, so what I did is I just changed the name of the tool to N8N because maybe I was thinking it's getting confused with a tool called Travel Plan and also trying to generate a travel plan. So I changed the name of the tool to N8N. We'll see if that helps. I changed it down here, of course, as well. So we're gonna test this out. But if it doesn't work, I'm just gonna show that if we have the data in here and we can change it, that obviously like it's gonna get mapped through and it's gonna go through the process and it works, right? So let's give it another try. I'm gonna go test agent. We're gonna go test workflow and
Hey there, I'm Jessica. How can I help you today?
hey Jessica, I'm looking to plan a trip.
Great, I can definitely help with that. To start planning your trip, I'll need a few details. Where are you traveling from and where are you going?
Traveling from Dallas and I want to go to LA.
Okay, great. And when are you planning to leave and return? Also, how many people will be traveling?
It's just going to be me and I want to go on March 12th and come back on the 15th.
Got it. And do you have any specific activities you'd like to do while you're in LA?
Yeah, I want to go surfing.
Okay, great. Just to confirm, you're traveling from Dallas to LA on March 12th and returning on March 15th. It's just you, and you want to go surfing. Is that all correct?
Yep,
Also, could I please get your email so I can send you the travel plan?
sure. You can send that to nate@example.com.
Perfect. I have all of the information I need. I'm sending it over to generate your travel plan now. One moment. Okay, great. The travel plan has been emailed to you. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
Nope, that's going to be it. Thank you so much.
Happy I could help with your travel plan. Have a wonderful day.
Okay, cool. So I really hope that's the issue. Either that or I just waited and let it cool off for like 10 minutes, if it was 10 minutes and it worked. But cool. So as you can see, obviously the data was pinned, right? So it passed through and pinned all this information. I don't even know if it sends off an email at that point because it was pinned. Let me check real quick. Yeah, no, it doesn't. But the point is just that it goes through the process and then it gets that response. Um, so yeah, at this point, the next step would be to, you can see this. This is what really feeds through LA, Dallas, and then what would have fed through here would be, the actual the codes of those. So yeah, this is where we have to put it to the test now. We're gonna unpin this stuff and do one more test really. So um, yeah, so what I'm gonna do is unpin all this, and we're gonna make fresh calls, fresh email, and we're just going to pin this because this is the voice that we just sent over, and just test this workflow now. So setting fields, grabbing codes, hitting activities, resorts, flights. Oh, so we got an issue in resorts. Let's take a look. We're missing check-in date and return date. Okay, so why are we missing these? They're right here. JSON dot output dot return. Okay, so what are they? Oh, okay. It's just because we switched the order. So we're gonna have to probably do that for flights as well. Okay, so good thing we tested that. We need to do. We want to drag it in from the output of this guy, which used to be JSON because it was right before, but now it's not. So we've got that, and then we've got return. So that looks good to go now. I assume we're gonna have to do the same thing in here. So, yeah, all of these we need to change real quick. So I'm just gonna test this one. Okay, so it got resorts. Now we can come into flights and map these again. Because remember we tried to do the parallelization so they were all right there, but now they're not. So we're going to the output guy and we want the departure ID, which is going to be where we're departing from, so origin. Then we need the destination arrival ID, which is destination. As you can see, it changed Dallas, Fort Worth, and LAX airport codes. Then we got outbound date, which is our departure, and then we have our return date, which is our return date. Cool. So now we can test that, and that should all be mapped correctly. We'll test the email agent. Man, that's actually ridiculous that it was if that's the case. I hope that's the case, that just changing the name of the tool is what fixed it, because then sometimes the model was like, oh, okay, I'm passing this to a tool called travel plan, but I'm also trying to create a travel plan, so which one am I really doing? I hope that's what it is. I thought I was being pretty smart by naming it travel plan, intuitive name, but it always just works better naming it NIDN, because that's what we're sending it to. That's the tool it really is using. Okay, so sent mail. Your exciting LA adventure, March 12th to the 15th. Here we go. We've got these 3 pictures. Nice. Ooh, that one's cool. I might have to use LA for my YouTube video demo. I'm trying to think. I want to say like City of Angels, soaking up the sun, vibrant neighborhoods. Maybe I don't want to say surfing. I'll try to think of a better example of something to do in LA. But yeah, those are cool pictures. So I might use LA as the destination. But cool. We have our features. Although this is interesting. So Frontier, Spirit. And if we were go to look at this execution, we have features for the second flight, but not for the first one. Maybe it's because Frontier just doesn't offer features, which could be the case. So we'll go to the first flight. Extensions. Yeah, so let me go into the email actually. I don't know why I was looking there. They just don't offer... So yeah, do you see what I mean? It's like not always going to be super consistent. Sorry, excuse me, because every flight is going to come through with different stuff. Like that's the one part that's not great about this. So the good news is if it's not there, it's just not going to be there in the email. It's not going to like error, as you can see in this case. But just keep in mind, it won't always be the exact same. So yeah, I guess I'm confused though, because flights 01. Okay, so what I actually want to do is change this to this extension list, which is flights 01 extension list right here. So it actually, there is features rather than there's like a second list of extensions down here, which this is the one that we just had in there. Best flights, extensions, checked baggage for fee. So as long as we're mapping the same one, so it's the flight number and then the extensions, which is interesting. And then we have even more extensions down here. Oh, that's the okay, yeah. Yeah. So it's interesting, but that's the point, right? So this is how it works. Now, when it comes to actually prompting the actual voice agent, there are some things that we could do. Like if we don't want it to repeat that summary, we can do so. You can add in like little details about how you really want them to act. But for now, I'd say like it's pretty solid the way it is. I might just throw in like don't, or one thing I'd want to send is like after you send details to the tool, like say please give me a moment. So I'm gonna say after you use the NIDN tool, say, whoa, please give me a few moments to look into this, and stuff like that. So you'll test it, you'll run it, you'll see how stuff's coming back. You may need to make little changes about the wording or the way it's conversating. But that's the base. We've got everything mapped correctly, I believe. We've got our secret sauce right here, hitting activities, resorts, and flights. Sending the email, we formatted that nice, and then we're getting something like this with our pictures. So yeah, I hope this one was helpful. I know it was a longer one, but I hope that the walkthrough of the mapping and all that makes sense, and I hope it was, like I said, at least a little interesting to watch. But yeah, thanks guys.